Yo, hello.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going, man?
I'm okay, how are you?
Pretty good. Okay, did you read the description of how this should go and what you should expect?
Yeah, I read part of it.
Okay.
Like,
Um, okay, so this is my first time trying this with Discord, but I'm pretty sure there's a
okay.
way where you can share screens on Discord. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I'm not sure about that actually.
Because I know that
Uh,
I know that you can do it with Skype easily, and that's what I'd normally use, but I'm pretty sure you can do it with Discord. I'm trying to find out how. Maybe I should try calling you. Hello, can you hear me? Oh, sorry. I said I was just gonna try calling you and see what happens.
oh, okay.
There, does it work?
Oh, yeah. I see
Okay.
the button for turn on share screen.
Right, okay, perfect. Because I need to, yeah, okay. So, let's first go over your, oh wait, would you like to install the screen sharing extension? Okay, guess so. I guess there's some extension you need to do.
Do I need to install that also?
Probably.
Uh,
Hold on, wait. Alright, I'm sharing my screen with you, I think. Can you see
yeah,
everything?
yeah,
Okay, perfect. So, right. Oh yeah, you were the York player, right?
yeah.
Right, okay.
I'm just really playing York because it's kind of easy to just play with him. I'm not sure, but I like playing people like Wukong. I mean, I tried Riven, but it's kind of hard for me.
Right. It doesn't matter who you play, to be honest. As long as you stick to like three or four champions, that's the best way to do it. If you keep switching champions constantly, it's very hard to get good at one. So I'd say like,
Okay.
you can play whatever you want to. Like, don't think that because York's not meta, you shouldn't be playing it. If that's how you have fun, then stick to it. Because it's really a question of like you need to be sticking with the same champions, and if you don't have fun playing those champions, like what's the point, you know?
Yeah.
That's why I'm a one trick Riven because
Like
I just love playing
I
Riven.
really like Riven, but like the mechanics are like pretty intensive for me, and like I think my decision making on her is like pretty bad too.
Yeah, that's fine. Just as long as you stick to like one role. And also that's another thing. It looks like you've been playing some other roles and other champions. Like it looks like you're playing a lot of AD. Um,
Oh, I was just like practicing because like it's my worst role,
yeah, I feel you.
and like CSing is pretty hard for me too.
Okay. Just
Like,
understand that like the fastest way to, I know I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm just saying like
mhm.
like yeah, I know you're supposed to have fun, but like if your mind's really set on improving, you really just want to stick to playing top lane and playing Yorick and stuff. But yeah, yeah, you
Okay.
can do whatever you want. I'm just saying like
Yeah, because I used to run Wukong mid only
really,
like
that's
last
interesting.
season or like 2 seasons ago.
Really,
Yeah, that's what I
yeah,
usually
that's what you
ran.
is that what you did last season, season 7? So you have a lot of games on
I
Wukong.
think it was season 7 or season 6.
So you just picked up Yorick, huh?
Yeah, I just picked them up.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, what I do, so that's your first step. Okay, your first step is to just pick, like you have. It looks like you have. Do you play Wukong top lane too, or just mid?
Uh, Not really top lane. I like him more mid.
Okay,
And I usually play with in flex because that's where my friends are, but I think I'm just gonna start playing solo duo.
right. Okay, cool. So yeah, like if you want to one trick Yorick, that's fine. But if you don't, like yeah, maybe try Wukong top or something. It doesn't matter if
Yeah.
it's meta or not, just as long as you're having fun.
Okay.
Okay, so as far as like keystones go and stuff, like okay, I don't play Yorick. I the only thing I can recommend to you is going to this site probuilds.net. Have you heard of
Yeah,
this
that's
site
what I'm
before?
using already.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, perfect. and I'll just take it. I'll just hold on. Wow, he has a pretty strong win rate, 53%, only
Yeah.
20.26% play it. Um, yeah, so it looks like everyone's just going grasp. Yeah, I don't see
Yeah,
anyone
that's what
going
I'm using right
resolve. Yep. Okay, and it looks like the build is Triforce for sure. So it's Triforce first item, and then oh, that's interesting. Sterix Gauge. Okay. So with that being said, okay. Now I'm gonna 1v1 you, and
now. Okay.
basically we're
And
just
it's
gonna
just top lane champs?
yeah. You can. Oh wait, why did I? Okay, I'll just invite you to the game. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna stop screen sharing with you. So I'm just gonna 1v1 you so I can get a general feel of how your mechanics are and like. Actually, okay, I can just. Let's see. You're still seeing my screen, right?
Oh no. I think it was turned off earlier.
Oh really? Oh shoot. Okay. Oh okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. Um, yeah. So I'm just gonna 1v1 you so I can get a feel of your mechanics and stuff and like see what you're doing wrong or what you're doing right. So let's see. I'll invite you. Okay. I'm just gonna play Riven, unless you want me to play something else.
Oh, it's fine. You could play whoever.
So we're gonna 1v1, and then afterwards I'm recording this so that we can take a look at how you did, and I'll analyze it and see how you can improve.
Okay.
I know it's a little scary playing when someone's like judging you, but like just play your best. And we can also make sure to take TP so that we can play a TP. Like we can fight, and then whoever kills the other person, or if we're both low, we can recall and TP back, and go from there.
Okay.
Um, okay. I wish you could see your stats for season 5 and season 4. It doesn't let you. It's unfortunate.
Pardon?
It doesn't let you. It doesn't let me see your stats for. Oh wait, no, it does. Just kidding. Yeah, no, just okay. Yeah, so I can see. So yeah, because you've been basically stuck in silver and gold for
Yeah,
your
for a
entire
long
career.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is actually my first season getting to gold.
right. And it looks like you haven't been really playing much though for like in season 4 or season 5. So that's probably it. Yeah, you barely have any games played. So yeah, season 7 you really started playing a lot more. Season 6, your most games you played on one champion was 16, and then season 7 was like 70 or 80. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it was playing mostly normals. Uh, season 5 and 4 maybe.
Right, okay.
Are we going in the top lane?
Oh, I thought you were going to play Yorick.
Pardon?
I thought you were going to play Yorick. I thought that's what you wanted help on. Was top lane, right?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you said that you only played Yorick
but
top.
usually I'm just farming with him and harassing.
Okay, I mean, well like cuz looking at your history, you don't really play Wukong top, do you?
No, but I can like
I mean,
play it.
yeah, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying like if you need help with Yorick, like go play Yorick.
Okay,
I mean
if you
that's up to
want,
you. No, no,
like I
that's
could.
all up to you. It depends on what you want. Like yeah, I can help you with the Wukong, but okay. Like it's whatever. Like I'm just
I
saying
think I
like
will just stay with Wukong maybe.
yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
I feel more comfortable with him.
Right. Okay. Oh, oops. Didn't get the auto. And of course, if this was a real game, you'd probably like ward around at this time. This is
Yes.
typically the time when like a jungler would come to gank. They finish their blue buff at around 3 minutes.
So do you
In a
want me to
normal
like
flow.
play this like how
Oh no, it's
an
fine. You
actual
can
game?
yeah no, it's fine. You can play however you want. I'm just pointing that out just for future reference. Act like you just saw the jungler bot lane, so you can play however safe or you know up you want.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I kill you here. Okay, nice flash. That was really good by you. Did you predict that or did you just get lucky?
Oh, I was gonna flash it. Like I'm.
Oh, nice, nice. Okay, you got me. That's pretty good. You flashed right as I flashed. Not bad. If you want to recall, then TP back.
Okay.
So now you have the advantage over me. So it's your job to now that you're ahead of me by a kill, you need and you probably are a level above me. You need to be pressing your advantage. Let's see what you do from here. Yeah, you're definitely an item up on me. Oh, that's tricky. I thought you went into your W.
No. I do that a lot just
Yeah.
to mess with people.
Yeah, that's definitely a great trick. Yeah, exactly. Like you're level 6, I'm level 4. I can't do anything. So you need to be zoning me off like you are. That's fine.
Oh.
Yeah, you messed up a little bit there, but that's fine. See, this is your problem with going Dirk. Because you went Dirk, you don't have any sustain right now. So this puts you in a really awkward spot. If you recall right now, that's not really good for you. But I mean, you're kind of forced to
Oh
because I
yeah,
can kill you.
I would already
Yeah,
call.
you kind of have to recall because you didn't bring any
Yeah.
sustain. And I guess that
So
kind of
what
was a
would you
mistake.
recommend for my first item?
Well, it
Like
just
if this was a
depends.
real game.
If this was a real game, you could even go something like another Dorn's Blade, a longsword, and refillable. I think that's what I would have done.
Oh, okay.
Because you're not, because
Because usually I try to rush my, like I have usually the same item builds every game,
right.
like
Did you just go,
lethality items.
yeah, I was gonna say you go lethality, ghost blade or something, or maybe the other one first. But like the thing is, against Riven, like I think Riven's um a very hard matchup for Wukong, and just because you have a kill, I wouldn't say going for Dirk is the best choice because, like I said, it gives you no sustain. Um,
Uh,
yeah, that was a little ambitious, but we'll talk about it after. I think I canceled an auto. Okay, I. It sounds like I'm making up an excuse, but I think I would have killed you there if I didn't cancel an auto.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, I think I can. Let's go one more recall. I'll come back again. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, you're right now. You're playing very very well, a lot better than I expected. Because you just said this was your first season in gold, right?
Yes.
Most silver players and gold players are very reckless, but you're playing this very very well. So
I think it's my late game that messes me up because usually I run into enemy teams and take down like two or one people and
hmm
run away,
right,
and then usually end up dying sometimes.
right, okay. Because so far your lane phase seems pretty solid. Like I expected a lot worse, especially you being gold. So, and I'm telling you this right now, if you lane like this against anyone, like you'll get to plat in no time.
And I think my map awareness is actually really bad.
Right. Okay. Oh my gosh, dude, you do that really well. I'll say that right now. I keep thinking that you actually are going invisible, especially because I'm behind and I'm very concerned for like I don't want to take trades with you because I'll probably lose them. I get really scared. So that's really good.
It's bad.
Yeah. Once again, you don't have any sustain, so that puts you in a really bad spot. And if I wasn't so bad, I'd probably punish you for it. But like I think right there, I probably should have gone in, but whatever. Okay, I queued the wrong way. I think I still kill you.
Ah,
Yeah.
that was good.
So we'll talk about that. We actually your TP's up, right?
Yeah.
We can go one more little trade thing.
Okay.
So my TP's up too. So this is what I mean. Like even though you have 2 kills on me, I was still able to duel you there because Riven's still pretty difficult for Wukong. Also, I have a CS advantage on you, so we'll also talk about that. You gotta pop your refillables here. You still have one more charge. Because we're both going lethality, so I have the opportunity to all in you if my ult was up, and I could probably one shot you. So it's important you keep your health up, because we're both building burst right now. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you have to keep your health up. And you got to remember to not do that little trick too much, because if you keep doing it over and over again, I'll start to catch on when you're faking it and when you actually have it. Because I knew for a fact that when you like stood
Okay.
still there, it was on cooldown. I knew that there's no way you would have it up. So right there, I knew you were going for a CS. So that's when I landed a trade, and we'll go over that once we review this. Okay. Oh my gosh, I missed my ult. Oh, but if I think if I landed that, you would have died. But
Yeah, I would
yeah,
have died.
I'm as you can tell, I'm playing like absolute garbage right now. But yeah. Okay, so let's leave the game and then I'll go over that with you. And hopefully the screen share will go through this time. Let's see. Okay, what about now? Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. It's actually not that laggy. On Skype, it's like really your FPS drops a lot, and this isn't that bad. Okay. Oh wait. In this tip, oh shoot, it's the wrong thing. Afterwards, I'm recording this. Okay. So once again, you can see everything?
Yep.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay, perfect. I have this this tool here so I can like mark the screen and annotate stuff, you know.
Okay. Yep, I can see it.
Okay, perfect. I see that you were also doing this wiggle clicking thing that I'm doing. Um, it looks like you do that just like I do. That's good. Yeah, like right there. Yeah, a lot of people don't do that, and it's a good way to keep yourself unpredictable. What did you take, by the way? You took E, right?
Yep, I start E always.
Okay. I would say it would be okay if you started Q, to be honest. You know, because I feel like you could like right here when I'm going for this creep, like you know I'm about to walk up to this creep. I feel like if you had Q, you could stand like right here, and then easily land a Q on me. You know, just for some harass damage. Because I started E thinking that you'd be doing that. You know, and I'm sure most Rivens are gonna start Q. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's what I thought you were starting.
Right. Okay. Because E kind of like puts you at a weird angle because once you E me, like you don't have any escape because you don't have W yet. So then if I had Q, I could win that trade. But if you had Q, you could just trade from afar, you know? I feel like you
Yeah.
could get easy poke that way. See, like right there, like even though you get this combo off, if I had Q, I could respond. That's good. Yeah. Okay. That's really good. So, do you know okay, so do you know how many minions it takes to get to level 2?
I think I'm not sure
It's
actually. I
very
think it's
important to
one
know
wave
this.
and one.
Yes, it's exactly that, and it will always be that every time. So you can see here, right after you hit this minion, you're gonna be. Oh wait, no. I think it's two more, right? So yeah, you hit that one, and then. Oh wait, yeah. So this one dies. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Oh yeah, because you got yeah. That doesn't make sense because yeah, that does make sense because of this. Yeah, okay. So right, once you hit 7 CS, you know that you're gonna be level 2. And immediately once you know that, so right, you should be able every single game. You should know exactly when you're about to hit level 2 because you can just count the CS. Um, so it's not that minion. It's this minion. So you know for a fact that once you kill this minion, you're going to be level 2. So you need to position yourself right here. So that way you can last hit it and you'll be close to me. Because you're stronger than me level 2, so that's the perfect time that you want to take trades. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So if you're standing right here and you auto this minion, you'll be close to me. You have E skilled. You can just EQ me, and I'm still going to be level 1 because look at my CS. I have 3. I have 3 that I only have farmed. Like I have this one to farm. So you know that my level 2 is not coming close. Like you're gonna hit level 2 closer than me because you have less minions to farm. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I have more of this wave to farm than you. So because there's more minions that I have to farm, you know that you're gonna hit level 2 before me. So with that being said, now you need to be positioned right here, so that way immediately you can take advantage of me being level 1, because you will always win the trade. As long as you're level 2 and your opponent's level 1, you will always win that trade. Does that make sense? It's like
Yeah.
right here, like you run back, and that's a mistake. You need to be running forward so that you can press your advantage. And you start to do that, but you need to do that right away. This is good. You're zoning me
Okay.
off of minions, but you need to do that sooner. Yeah, this is good. If I walked up right now, you would go on me because you're level 2. You have the power spike. Like, oh wait, no. I keep getting confused because I keep thinking the blue minions are mine, but they're not. Or you know what I mean. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like, is this playing in slow motion?
Yeah, I think
I don't know
so.
what I did. Okay, wait. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know what I
Yeah,
clicked
it's
to make it
okay.
slow motion. Okay. Okay, yeah, right here. So it would be better for you to leave this minion. Just let this minion die, and zone me off of these two, because all three of these minions are dying at the same exact time. As you can see, like look, you see that these two are about to die. So I'd
Yeah.
say leave this minion and zone me off of these two, because I think I get these two. Yeah, you could have easily stopped me from getting both of them if you were standing up there. But yeah, it's whatever. It's okay. Like I know that sounds like it's small. Like it's one minion that you'd be denying me. And that sounds like it's very little, but like when you
Hmm.
keep doing this over and over again, it starts to add up, you know? Yeah, right there I canceled an auto. That was bad by me. And it looks like I think you would have done better with Dorn's shield, to be honest. Because it looks like I'm winning these trades, you know? I have higher HP than you.
From the
That's good that you were also zoning me off because you hit level 3. Because once again, you have more minions than I do. Or no, yeah, yeah. So that means I have to farm these, and you know that I'm not anywhere near your experience. Like, look at, I have so many more minions to level 3.
In normal games, I would have probably recalled after that. Would that be right or wrong?
It depends on the matchup, and it depends on where the jungler is. Because yeah, if you're right, if a jungler ganked right now, and it also depends on where your jungler is, because both junglers do something like red, um, sometimes wraiths depending on the champion, but typically you'll see the routes be reds, then wolves, and then blue, and then maybe gromp or scuttle, and then top. And same with the blue side, you'll see blue, sometimes gromp, blue, wolves, red, and then scuttle or top. And this clear happens at around 3 minutes. Um, so it honestly just depends on how on the matchup. If you feel like this is why I really like playing Riven, because she's very good at escaping ganks. You know, like
Yeah.
if the enemy jungler is like an Amumu or something, or has a skill shot that they need to hit, Riven's pretty good against that. Um, I guess Wukong doesn't have that much ability. I guess he has his W. But if like let's say my jungler was Lee Sin, and I'm playing Riven, Wukong doesn't really escape that gank well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe yeah you would want to definitely recall. Um, but if it was something like I was like I don't know what's a useless champion Malphite, and my jungler was a Mumu, you probably could stay because that's not a big threat of a gank. You know that a Mumu likes to power farm, or if you see a Mumu level 2 cheese mid, or if you see a Mumu ganking bot, or if you see your jungler invading and taking over, you're allowed to do whatever you want. Just basically, to answer your question, like, if you ever feel like if you were to get ganked right now and you feel like you would die, then yeah, definitely back off, recall. You don't even necessarily have to recall. You could just sit in the bush and wait it out and
Oh,
wait for the
okay.
wave to push. It just depends. But yeah, if you feel like right now if a Mumu came or if Lee Sin came and ganked you and you would die, like yeah, you definitely want to get out of there. And then this is something that you can
Advantage.
do a lot.
Yeah.
So check this out. Boom. You're going for that CS, and I know you are. Because a lot of people do that. They like to farm CS right before they die, right? This CS is
Yeah.
about to die, so I know for a fact you're about to turn around and auto this. So I get up to I get up to it, and then because you do that, I can take this trade here easily for free, and there's nothing you can do. This I win that trade every single time, and I would have killed you here if I didn't mess up. I think. Actually, no. I don't think I do kill you here. Actually, I think if you just flash away, there's nothing I can do.
Yeah,
But
this is the one where I
yeah,
flash.
you. Oh right, yeah. Look at that. That's
Yeah.
beautiful. The timing, so perfect. Yeah, that's. It almost looked like you're scripting. That's funny. But yeah, the main takeaway from here is how I did this to you. I already have an advantage right now because of my HP. If you had higher HP than me, then you'd be fine to farm this. But because I have the advantage right now, you have to concede this CS. Otherwise, I can just do this to you every single time. And there's not much you can do about it. And this is something that you can do, like, basically to anyone in low elo because a lot of people don't know this trick and aren't conscious of it. They'll go for CS even though they're not supposed to be, and then you can just take these trades with them and they don't know how to respond to it. Oh yeah, and this is where I mess up. I got ahead of myself. Yeah, so that's good. You capitalize on my mistake. That's good. Okay, so we recall. So yeah, right now you have the advantage. You're level 5, I'm level 4. You have an item on me. So this and you did buy the Dirk, so you don't have sustain. But you do need to be pressing your advantage by not letting me walk up. And that's exactly what you do. You're not letting me get this. See, I just lost that minion EXP. And I think I lose this one too, and I think I lost that one too. So you just denied me 3 minions of EXP. Let's see if it let's I'm curious. So let's watch the bar. Yep, that one didn't go through. Okay, those two did, but at least I didn't get the last hit him though. That's important.
Would have been better to just let them die and let you lose the XP.
What do you mean?
Like what you told me earlier with like the 1 minion.
Oh, and the two.
Yeah.
That's just dependent. I mean, that I don't think it. Like, if you don't feel comfortable doing it, like the reason why I'm pointing that out is because like when you get really good at learning when you're stronger than your opponent, that's when you'll learn how to bully your opponent. And I was just pointing that out because that's just something to just keep in mind. Like, you don't have to like constantly be thinking about that because that's something that's advanced. And I mean, like, just do it whenever you can. Don't feel like you should be doing it at all times because you only can do it when you have the advantage. Do you know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
yeah. That was just one of those like weird times where it would work out for you better. But oh yeah, and that in this trade here, yeah, you got a little,
Yeah.
yeah, you know what you did wrong. And that's when I pointed out you don't have sustain here, so you just have to recall, and that's really awkward for you. And we can fast forward this a little bit. Because now look, I just caught up. I just caught up. You lost your entire advantage basically. You might have an item on me, but we're same level now. And
So
then
I
you,
messed up with that trade basically.
yeah, that one trade basically just lost your advantage. And also, I have 39 CS and you have 30. That should not. I think you need to work on your last hitting or something because you've been
Yeah.
denying me CS ever since I lost that fight, and you should definitely be up. You know, ever since you were level 2 and I was level 1, you should be having more CS than me. So I guess you're missing your last hits or something. And then that, like, I don't think ever, even if you landed your ult, I'm pretty sure you don't kill me. So this was definitely a mistake. I like what you're trying to do, but like, I'm too high HP. Maybe instead of ulting, you could have just done that and then backed off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just trade more.
Yeah. And then right here, yeah, I canceled that auto,
It
and
would
then
have
I
been
autoed your clone, and then I think I would have won this easily if I didn't do that. And I also should have warded that, but it's whatever. Yeah, right there. Oh yeah, no, that hurts me so much. I had I canceled 3 autos there that all would have killed you. But if I didn't mess up there, I think I definitely would have killed you. So you need to be conscious of cooldowns. Okay, you know I
yeah.
still have my ult, and you know you don't have yours, and you just blew everything here. So you need to be running right away. Like I would say that you should be running, instead of
Instead of
fighting this.
chasing at
Yeah,
this
because
point.
you know that I
Oh,
have my ult up and stuff, and like if I didn't mess up so grossly, I would have won that. And that's another thing you can be doing. If ever your opponent uses their main cooldown, and you know that they don't have it for another 5-10 seconds, that's when you want to capitalize on that and start trading. I don't think that ever happened because it's kind of awkward to do that against Riven. Her cooldowns are very small, but against someone like I don't know, a Yorick. If you see the Yorick use his W, like that's the
yeah.
perfect time to trade and stuff. So, and once again, you have an advantage on me, so you need to be zoning me off of CS as much as you can. Like right there, you just let me get that. Okay, no, yeah, that was good. You autoed the minion on. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but
Oh, that I was trying to hit you. I think I hit
you're right. Yeah.
my yeah.
Like yeah, look at that. You're level 8. You're level 8 right now. I'm level 6. You're stronger than me. You need to be walking way up. You need to be getting in my face and not letting me stand near the wave. You need to be intimidating me. Yeah, that was good. That was good. I thought you were invisible there. That's why I did that. That was good. Then we can just skip this. Oh yeah, let's see what happened here. Another. Oh yeah, this happened again where you just got a little ahead of yourself.
Yep.
I stunned you under tower, which is kind of unlucky. Yeah, and then okay, yeah. So this is. Let's pretend like I played this out perfectly. Um, okay. So I go for this trade. Okay. Look at your HP.
Yeah.
You're at half HP right now. You might be stronger than me. You might have a couple items on me, but like you're not that much farther ahead of me. You can't be doing this. You need to just be running right away. This is. I would have killed you here if I didn't mess up. Yeah. You cannot be doing this. Look at your HP. I'm full. I'm literally full health, and you're half. You're less than half. You're 40%, 30%. You just have to run here. You can't be doing this. Because like I said, if I didn't Q in the opposite direction, and if I landed my ult, I would have killed you. And you even knew that was wrong because you flashed away
Yeah, I had
immediately.
the flash, yeah.
Yeah. And that's a big mistake because I would have killed you here if I didn't mess up once again. Oh, I did kill you here. I must be thinking of something else, but yeah. And then now you just lost your advantage basically. Because now we're both level 8 and now we're very similar scores. So that's like huge, you know. You just got you had a huge advantage, and now you completely lost it. And then oh yeah, this is another reason why Wukong doesn't do well into Riven because of this right here. I can do this all day. just that combo right there, and then just disengage, and there's not much you can do about it. That's why Riven's very annoying to play against. And I think I do it even again one more time here.
Yeah, you did it a couple of times actually.
Yeah, not much you can do against it. That's why I love Riven, because you can just do that trade against basically any champion. You can just do that exact sequence, and then there's not much you can do. There's not much counterplay to it. And then yeah, I once again like, oh yeah, that's another thing I wanted to point out. Like, I picked up tabbies right away because tabbies is just such an important item to get against a champion that does all AD, and like you went for your Caulfield next, but I would just go tabbies. Riven does not have a single point of magic damage, so going tabbies will definitely help you. Because I went tabbies here, as you can see, and I'm winning these trades just simply because I think tabbies is way overpowered, and it's just so much better to go against all AD champions. Even though I'm technically down a kill, I'm still winning these trades just because of how gross tabbies are. I'd go tabbies like second item against Yasuo, Riven, any champion with all AD.
Usually I build like boots after I complete my first item.
Right. I guess you do that because you do play Wukong mid. It's a little different, but especially in top lane, you need to be going like tabbies. Because as you can see, I'm winning these trades no problem just because I have tabbies. Yeah, I would have killed you here again because you were too low and you were getting up too close, but I messed up. Yeah, oh my gosh. I call myself a Riven main after that. Yikes. But yeah, I think you were just a little too low here. You got a little too close and you were a little too low and I would have killed you. You need to know that my like Riven, like every champion has a an ability range, if you so to speak. So like if I was like I don't know, Xerath right now, my ability range would be about like this big, because my Q and my E and my W are all about this range. Um, and with Riven, her ability range, her EQ is about like this big. So you need to be standing out. Like imagine like this circle is gonna be with me no matter how I move. You need to be standing outside of this circle at all times. As you can see, you're like right next to it, and I think you even walk into this, right? Yeah, no, like imagine the circle once again. Imagine if the circle was about this big, her EQ. You're standing right in it, and that lets me kill you. Like you need to be standing. You need to at all times be outside of it because that's my combo range. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And each champion has a different like circle that you need to be watching out for. Your like Wukong circle is about like that big. Would you say his E?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I just missed my ult, but yeah. That's a good punish though. People make mistakes all the time, as you can see, and it's good that you're punishing that. So now let's go through a live game. So queue up and then share your screen with me. I'll stop sharing.
I'm not sure if it's sharing my second screen.
I don't think it is. Oh yeah, okay. Is there a way to make this full screen? Oh yeah, okay.
It's not full screen.
No, no, I got it. I got it. Just kidding. All right, you're good. So yeah, queue up. Like queue up, like find a game.
Yeah. I think maybe there might be a delay.
Oh really? I see. Right now you're on op.gg.
Oh, is that my other screen you're watching? Um, Maybe this one. Is this one better?
Yeah, you just found your match?
Yeah.
Wait, are you sure it has a delay? I don't think it does.
Is it at 7 seconds for
Yeah, five,
declaring champions or
four,
four
three.
now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And then, did you go to op.gg to see what people are going on Wukong
Oh
for
no, that
keystones
was
and stuff?
my second screen. That's just my second
Oh,
screen.
I'm sorry. Did I say op.gg? I meant probuilds.net.
No. Let me go
I'd
there.
ban Jace. If I were you, I'd ban Jace. He's extremely annoying to deal with.
I think my screen, like my game is frozen. Like I'm stuck at 0.
Yeah, I think someone's dodging. Oh wait, no. It wouldn't take this long.
I don't know, it's actually been happening to me like I think it was last season
Really?
where
I've
I
never
was
seen
in my
this.
promos. Yeah, and I got disconnected like a bunch of times during my promos. And like I was at one win, one loss.
Oh, that's so unlucky.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
like
so
this stuff.
unlucky.
Yeah.
Oh, good, good. Thank God it reconnected. Oh, you have 12 seconds to lock in. Yeah, do it. Wow. That actually happened. Do you know the glitch where like you try to lock in a champion and then it doesn't let you? And or
You
you try to
can't. Yeah,
yeah, you
I
try to
have
ban a
that
champion.
sometimes.
Yeah, I was in promos for Diamond 4 and that happened to me. I was 1-1 and I
That
lost
sucks.
it. It's the worst feeling ever. So you're against a Malphite. What does ProBuilds.net say to take?
Um,
I'll look it up too.
Against tanks,
Probably
they're
Airy, right?
running still ex electrocute.
Huh. Okay.
I don't know. People are still playing electrocute. I think. Should I
It's
take Airy?
glitched. I would assume taking Airy would be better because he's a tank. What's the rest of their team? Let's see. Oh sorry. Okay, they have they have 3 tanks. I'd go Airy because you don't need the burst from
Can I go
electrocute.
domination after?
Okay. I guess so.
Or should I go precision?
I think whatever's fine. I mean, you're the Wukong player. Like, if you feel like you need precision, that's fine. But I don't know. I don't think it really matters that much. Let's see what other people are doing. They go. Someone even went sorcery to get the nullifying orb. That's interesting. Oh, but it's also hard to tell because a lot of people take it jungle. Not many players play it top. Yeah, someone actually went precision as well. They took Triumph and Coupe de Grace. So yeah, I don't know, but I'm sure it doesn't matter that much. And what's your MMR right now?
I'm not sure actually.
About gold 3. Okay. And I would think you would want to go corrupting potion, right? I feel like that would be optimal because you're against a tank. You need the sustain, and that's what people do.
Usually in the mid lane I take corruption potion all the time.
Right. I'd say if you're ever against a tank, I'd go corrupting potion. If you're against a matchup that you win a lot, I'd go Dorn's Blade. And if you're against a matchup like Riven, I'd go like Dorn Shield or someone with harass. Like if you're against Jace or something, you Dorn Shield. It's probably good. That's what I do.
Okay.
I guess you build Wukong very similarly to Riven. And also, you're probably not going to want to go Lethality because you're against 3 tanks. So you probably need to go Black Cleaver and then Death's Dance or something.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know about that. Because it shows on pro builds that a lot of people are going Lethality no matter what.
I think you might have cut off.
Oh, sorry. It's showing on
Oh,
pro
okay.
builds that a lot of people are going Lethality, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. So you missed 1 CS so far? It's fine, I guess. He is on cooldown right now. Yeah, that's fine. Perfect. Yep. Yeah, exactly. He's on cooldown. He just used his W. So yeah, you can trade like that. Now he is level 2, so you can't trade. How's your FPS, by the way?
It's okay. I don't see it actually, but it's okay.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, Skype makes me lag, so that's nice how it's not lagging. Yeah, you're taking minion damage because of that. We'll talk about that after, but that's yeah. Yeah, nice. He's on cooldown. Exactly. He's on cooldown, and he walked up, so you can do that. Do you know what I mean by that? Okay, you see where Hecarim is. Just make sure that I guess there's not much you can do about it, but okay. So we know Skarner is right at his blue right now. We can see from the ward he placed. But you're not in a position to get ganked, so it's whatever. Yeah, Skarner's heading top right now, but there's not. It doesn't mean anything. The last sitting was a little awkward, but it's fine. He's on cooldown. But you don't have your Q. Okay, you're not gonna want to push this. Just slow push this. Build up a big minion wave. He's on cooldown right now. Yeah, go for a trade. I don't know about the W though. That's a waste of mana.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going for that canyon. Go for a trade. Okay, too late, too late. But once again, if he's going for minions, it's okay to trade. Now you have a level on him. Use your advantage. You waited too long. Now he has his shield back. But yeah, that's good. But you could have done that right away, and he wouldn't have his shield. Yeah, go on him again. He doesn't have. He's level 4 still. Yeah, keep going, keep going. Exactly. Yeah, look at that.
Or
See?
should I?
No. I mean, no. Like, don't keep going there. I'm saying, like, do you see how you're winning these trades because you have a level on him?
Yeah.
See what I'm talking about?
Should I stay in lane?
Yeah, stay. You're fine. We know Skarner's mid lane, so you're fine. And slow push this. Don't push this in. Don't push this in. Don't push this in. Just last it. You don't want to give him free. Okay, now shove it. Now hard shove. Hard shove. Shove this into tower and then recall. You see how efficiently? You see how efficient that is? Trading with him when he's
Yeah.
level 4, like you're winning that easily. Okay, yeah. See what you? So you can't go serrated Dirk. No, that's too hard. Yeah, I'd go.
Should I go this?
You don't have enough gold though. I guess longsword, longsword, and then a Dorn's blade.
And this?
Dorn's blade. Yep, and then TP back quickly. You missed a couple minions because you took too long, but it's whatever. So now you're gonna. You have level 6. Okay. Shove this now. Malphite's mid. Shove this. Actually, no. He's coming back. Freeze it. Don't just last hit when you can. This is a perfect position for you because you're not able to get ganked. And Malphite is not level 6, so you can zone him off of minions if he comes up. Yeah, this is actually a perfect position for you. Make sure you don't push this in. Just last hit. Oh, Malphite is level 6. Just kidding. I don't know about that W there. Go on him. Go on him. He's low mana. He's low mana and he's in your minions. Go on him. Oh, okay, that's way too late now because he got minions, but I'll explain that after. I don't know. I'm not sure what you're doing. That was a waste of time. You missed a couple minions. You missed 3 minions because of that. Yeah, that was definitely very impactful. You missed 2 XP. You at least got some XP from the last one that died, but you definitely missed 3 cannon or melee minions. And those wards don't do anything. I guess those wards do. I wouldn't put the one in the try. I like the one in the river, but you took way too long warding. Okay, let's see what Malphite does. Look at Skarner. Okay, no, Hecarim's picking back. No, yeah, run. You should have ran. You need to be paying attention there. You saw that Hecarim ping you back, so you just need to run. There was no point in going up like that. You already have vision there, and you saw that Hecarim had no intention in fighting that, so you just need to run. That was a waste of flash, and now you're in a very bad position. I'd just ult that if I were you. I'd E then ult, and I'll explain why after. You need to finish that as fast as you. Yeah, now you just need to recall. Yeah, and pick up the phage. And you can even get a pink ward too. Yeah, and then run back as fast as you can. Does W give you movement speed?
Sure. No.
No, it doesn't. Okay. And I'll explain all of that after this. I don't want to. I know it's hard to play while someone's talking to you, so I'll keep my comments to the minimum. He's on cooldown. He just W'd. Go on him. Go on him. So you need to be doing that. Like I need to. I shouldn't have to tell you that. As soon as he uses his main ability, you can go on him.
Is W his main ability?
His E is his main ability. His auto slow. That's his main ability. But because you got hit with the first one and you also got hit by the second one, it doesn't work as nicely. If he misses his main ability, that's when you need to go on him. As soon as he uses his
Okay.
E, like, okay, if he hits you, then no, not necessarily. But if he misses it, then for sure you want to go on him. That's like the easiest way to win trades. You also have more sustain than him because you have your pot, so. Mid lane doesn't look like. Okay, it doesn't look like Malphite can roam. So you can just. Yeah, just slow push. Okay, yeah, no, hard shove, hard shove, hard shove. You really max E? Are you sure about that? I thought you were supposed to max Q.
I always max thing. Should I max Q?
That's something you really essentially need to know. That's like really important. I thought you were supposed to max Q. According to pro builds, no. Actually, wait, no, you're right. Sorry. Sorry about that. Huh?
No, it's okay.
Oh wait, no, no, no. I think it depends on matchups. Against a Riven, someone maxed E, and against a Fiora, someone maxed Q. Yeah, you definitely need to know what's up. You need to figure that out. Okay, Malphite's in the try. He just warded it, so you know there's a ward in try bush. So as soon as you clear this, you can actually pink ward the try. Pink ward the try right now, and then Hecarim can give you a gank if you pink ward it. Okay, Hecarim's silly. Okay, I don't know why he would do that. Hecarim is very silly. I guess what you needed to do is you needed to say that there was a ward and try. You needed to tell Hecarim that there's a ward and try bush, and that way he wouldn't have come. But I thought Hecarim saw Malphite putting it there, so I don't know. But you know what I mean? If you just ward pinged him, he would have known. Look at bot, look at bot, look at bot. Look at bot, look at bot, look at bot, look at bot. TP to that,
TP.
TP, yep. Beautiful. Recall. Right away. Recall, recall, recall. You have to get back top. Recall. Let her have those minions.
Oh,
That's another thing we need to talk about. Yeah, now you have Black Cleaver. Nice. Awesome. Beautiful. And you have red buff too. Perfect. You see how like easy that was? You just looked bot lane, you saw a beautiful time to TP, and then you did, and you just got a double kill. That will happen all the
I
time,
would have
trust me.
win for Malphite usually.
What'd you say?
I would have usually like
Yeah, you would have gone on the
probably went
Malphite,
for
right. Yeah,
Malphite because I
exactly.
didn't see it.
Mm-hmm. It's very important to pay attention. E. Yeah, there you go. Got them both. Auto Q. Okay. Okay, that worked out. You're stronger than him. You have. Yeah, go on him. Go on him. Go on him. Go on him. Okay, run, 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 run. Sorry, sorry. I didn't see the Katarina.
No, it's
My
okay.
bad. You're fine. I don't think they can kill you. You're fine. You're fine. Yeah. But you're stronger than him, for sure. I don't know about now because you did lose a lot of health. But you have Black Cleaver finished. You have 2 kills on him. You're stronger than him. Oh, he cleared your pink ward. That's unfortunate. Katarina is probably in there. I'd be careful. I'd be very careful. I would not walk up to that. As far as you know, they could be in that bush. So you just stay back. Yeah. Stay in EXP range. Walk up. No, no, no. You need to get the EXP. Stay in the EXP range. Yeah, like right there. That's fine. They could be sitting there. Okay, Katarina's mid. You're fine to do whatever you want. You're fine. Yeah, go on those minions. You see Katarina mid, so you're fine. You know? Because there could have been, as far as you know, they were still sitting in that bush. But hard shove this, and
Yeah.
then, yeah. I guess they both went in that bush and recalled, so. Okay. Good luck. Oh, wait! Wait, you. Oh my. No way! I love it! I love it! Yeah, you can stay. There's no need to recall. You're full HP. I love that. That is beautiful. Oh my gosh. you got his. You got him to all your clone. That's awesome. Perfect. I think you could have played that out a little better though. I think because you eat the Skarner. I think you could have eat the Malphite and then flashed immediately. You kind of got lucky that he ulted your clone. But we'll go over that once we watch this again. Okay. Now hard shove. You want to recall here. Malphite's pretty strong. Yeah. Hard shove this and then recall. Not much you can do. Hard shove and then recall immediately. Right now. Recall, 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 recall. You don't do much damage to the tower, so it's better to recall here. Pick up boots. They have a lot of CC, so you're gonna go Merc Treads. I'd get a longsword or something. You actually could go that. Yeah, go. Okay, it's whatever. It's fine. Yeah, that's actually really good for you. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay. Start walking towards Infernal. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Go to Infernal. You need to fight this with your team. Sorry, I should have been paying attention. That's really important. You need to be in this fight, and you would have been. That's totally my bad. At least it worked out though. But if your team wasn't so strong, you would be here to clean up. Yeah, help your team take this. They might need you to tank. Can you hold tab for me? Nice kill. Push bot with your team. Hold tab, hold tab. Actually, recall, 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 recall. You need to get those minions top. Recall, recall. Your team has this tower. They don't need you. Yeah, it's about to die, so you're fine to just recall here. And yeah, finish your thingies. Yeah, but we have a lot to talk about after this game, so. Okay, what? Look bot, look bot, look bot, look bot. Okay, I think she's fine. Malphite's an idiot. Now you need to just shove this and try to get the tower. Malphite probably won't be able to make it in time. He'll lose a lot of minions for sure. Yeah, he's just wasting his time right now. Malphite just wasted his TP and wasted a whole bunch of his time doing nothing. So you need to shove this as fast as you can. Okay, help Chrome. Help Chrome. Go to the good mid lane. Yeah, go to that fight. Look at it. Watch it. Watch the fight. You don't need to watch yourself running. Just watch the fight. Okay, they killed them both. Yeah, good. Okay, yeah. No, he's a tank. You're right. Yeah, go to the tower. You can even do the herald. Do the herald. You don't have any wards to TP2, so you can't go to that fight bottom. And we'll also talk about that after the game. And hold tab for me. Okay. You take the herald. I don't trust the Hecarim. Okay, whatever. And just shove that in. Yeah, shove that, and you can get. Tell him to put it down. Tell him to use it. Type to him to use it. Because you see Malphite's bottom, so there's no one that's going to be able to contest it. So you guys can just take this easily. While they're distracted bot lane, you can just put it down top, and then boom. That's the tower. You probably will get two, because their team is so focused on bot lane. Hold tab for me again. Okay, they're all alive. Skarner should be coming soon, but Malphite's, as you can see, bot lane, so you should get a lot of damage onto this tower. Yeah, just you can. I think you're fine. You have flash still. Get the tower. Okay, okay. You had the E onto the Gromp. You could have E'd the Gromp. That was your escape right there. You know what I'm saying? If you just walked up to right here and then just E onto the Gromp, you would have been fine. That was weird though because the tower was low enough for you to stay and sacrifice yourself to kill it. Um,
Oh, okay.
I mean, it was one of those
So
things where
wasted summoner, kind of.
yeah, it was one of those things where you needed to either stay and finish it and accept your death or immediately run. Because if you immediately just ran, you would have been fine. But because you like were kind of in between, you were unsure, you didn't get anything from it. So yeah. So this is I don't play Wukong once again. Do you think Edge and Knight is better here because they have a lot of CC and the spell shield's nice, or what do you think?
Um, I actually don't know, to be honest. I'd usually just go
Then yeah, just go Caulfield. Yeah, that's
damage.
fine then. Your team's just dominating this game, so that's really, really good. So yeah, you can just go top lane and you have TP. So if a fight breaks out, make sure that you're watching mid, make sure that you're watching bot. If just push this as fast as you can. If a fight ever breaks out, be ready to TP. Like right now, you don't need to be watching yourself walking. You can just be putting your camera on bot lane and see how things are going. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like when you're walking, like you don't need to be watching yourself walk. That's when you need to be like looking around the map and seeing what's going on. That's
Okay.
unfortunate. Yeah, yeah. TP, TP. Mhm. Get the cat. Get the cat. Nice kill. Get the S. Get the S. Okay, go mid lane. Go mid lane. Let your team push bot. Make sure your team stays bot. Yeah, and then just get the mid lane tower. They don't need you pushing there, so you're fine. Just go mid lane, middle lane. Hold tab for me again. Okay. And use your clone to hard shove. Your clone does damage, right?
Uh, Not much, I think.
Yeah, but you can still use it to push. So yeah, just take mid. And Hecarim's top. So yeah, just take the mid tower. Don't worry about the minions. Go for the tower. Go for the tower. Go for the tower. Only use abilities when the minions are low. Okay, that's fine. Stay mid. Stay mid. Stay mid. Stay mid. Stay mid. Let Hecarim take tower. Yeah, just push the wave, or help Diana. I guess you guys win that. Get the cat. Yep. You're not gonna kill him, so just go top lane now. Go top lane. Top or bot. That's a mistake right there. You should have saved those you should have kept those minions alive because you can E to get attack speed, you know? So if those
Yeah.
minions are alive, you can E. Now go for the inhibitor. You guys are just closing out this game. So yeah, we have a lot to discuss about this game. This is a real I'm glad this game happened because there's a lot of stuff that we need to talk about. Now, I think you just recall here. Or you fight again. You guys are winning by so much, so it doesn't matter. It's a shame you don't have any mana. Oh well. It's fine because you guys look at bot lane. You guys just got the inhibitor and that's a surrender. Yeah, GG. Okay. Okay, so you can stop sharing with me and I'm gonna start sharing with you. Okay. You can see my screen and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. It's so this is so confusing because I look at this and I think that this is like my actual like desktop and then
Yeah.
I realize it's a recording, so okay. Okay, so first of all, before we even like begin looking at the game, we need to understand some things, okay? So I'm gonna pull up a map of the rift. I'm actually just gonna save this as a bookmark. Hello?
Yep.
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought I heard you leave. My bad.
Nah.
Okay. So, do you know how the minions work? Do you know what freezing is? Do you know how that works?
I don't know how to freeze.
Okay. So basically, this concept is very important, and you might not understand it at first, but this concept will definitely apply into the game that you just played. So I'm just gonna give you a quick I'm gonna try to explain it to you. You know, just just make sure that you understand this because this is very important, and you need to understand this. Okay. So the way the minions work is the minions on both sides of the map mirror each other. Okay.
Yep.
So basically what that means is when these minions are here, that means that these minions on this side are here. Does that make sense? And
Yep.
that's same with everywhere. These minions will always mirror each other. So that means that when the minions are marching like this, the minions are going to be mirrored like this on both sides of the map. Okay, does that make sense?
Yep.
And because of this nature, because of the way the map is shaped, this is a farther distance than this. So that's why mid lane minions get to the map faster than these ones because this line's shorter. They have less distance to travel. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So with this being said, we can find that because these minions mirror each other exactly, that means that all the minions will always meet in the middle of the map, level 1. Okay?
Yep.
Does this make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
So that means that we can basically just cut this lane right here. Okay? And the minions, the 3 melee will be here, the 3 casters will be in the back, and then just like that. Okay? Is this all making sense so far?
Yeah, it's making sense.
Okay. So that means we can, just because of this information that we know how this works, we can like give some laws about the game. Okay? So whenever we see so let's say the minions are meeting right here. Okay? So actually I can use different colors. So we can do pink for red minions. Okay. 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 2 3, and then we have our blue minions. Okay. So let's say the minions are in this area right here. Okay. Now, like I said, the way the minions work is that they mirror each other. So when these minions are here, that means these minions will be here at this second tier tower. So with that being said, oh wait, I did it on the wrong tower, my bad. This one, right? So with that being said, look at the difference here. Okay? These are both the second tier towers, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If both these minions are at these same towers, look at how long it takes for these blue minions to get here compared to the way these pink ones will take. Do you see that difference? Do you see this line? How this is a lot shorter than this one? Do you see
Yep.
that? Because of that, we know that these blue reinforcement minions will come faster than the pink ones. So that means that there will be more minions here than there will on this side. Okay? And that means because of this unbalance, this is an unbalance right here. Because we see this unbalance, these blue ones are going to kill the pink ones faster. And then there's gonna be a huge horde of minions, of blue minions. And then by the time these pink ones get here, by the time these pink ones that were at the same exact spot, by the time, and they'd be here by now. By the time these ones get here, there's gonna be a massive group of minions, of blue side minions, that are gonna easily overtake these red side ones. Okay? Do you understand
Yep.
this so far?
Yep.
So this is what happened in the game, and this is how you like quote unquote freeze a wave, because if you have a huge bunch of blue minions, and you see that this pink side minions are always at a disadvantage. You know that these blue. Oh, okay, sorry, I shouldn't have erased that. These blue side minions will always be pushing this way, and they'll always be beating these red ones in their little minion fight because there's this imbalance of more blue ones than red ones because of that everything I just explained. Okay,
Yeah.
so that means that if you're playing right here, if you're a champion, what you can do is allow all these blue ones to kill the red ones, and then just drag the minions over here, and just walk along this bush and have all the minions aggro you, and don't let them get under tower. Because if they get under tower, the tower fixes the imbalance by killing all the minions. Okay, so this is how you
Yeah.
freeze, and this is what happened, and I'll find exactly when this happened. But the reason why I'm going over this with you is because it's important to understand this because there are some spots in the lane that you want to be at all times, and there's some spots that you never want to be at. Okay? For example, like we were talking about in our 1v1. At one point, the minion wave was around right here. I'll use pink again. The minion wave was like over here. Wait, why is it not working? Okay. Okay. Remember this? You were like playing Wukong. I was Riven, and then the minions were all fighting in this area right here. Okay. And if a
Yep.
jungler ganked, look at how much room you have to run to your tower. You have this huge. I have a huge portion of the lane to chase you down. Okay. But on the flip side, let's say your jungler tried to gank me. I'm literally right under my tower. Okay? Or like I was like right here. If your jungler tried to gank me, I have this tiny little bit I have to run to get my tower, where you have this huge amount you have to run to get to your tower. Okay? Is this making sense once again? Sound like a broken
Yes.
record.
No, no, it's making sense.
So because of this, who do you think is in the better position right now? Me or
You,
you? Me,
you,
right? Because why? Why?
you're under tower.
Right, I'm under tower and I'm safe to farm my minions.
Yeah.
So this is this is very tricky. If you can get this, if you can get this perfect positioning where the minions are let the blue dot represents the minion wave, and then these lines represent the amount of space you have to run between your tower. If you can be in this condition every single game, or as much as possible, like that's golden. That's exactly what you want, because you have so much room to chase your opponent down, and you're super safe under tower. So that's why it's very important to know how to freeze. Because let's say you're on red side and you want to freeze the minion wave. You want that exact position. You want to be it so that your opponent has to run all this way and you only have to run this way. So if you just freeze the minion wave, like you did in the video, and I'll show you, you're just good to go. That's perfect for you. So now let's. So with this all explained, if this was a mouthful. Oh, there's one more thing I want to go over. It was the bot lane TP. So once again, it's the same thing where if your opponent is pushed up, so like so you were on red side, right? Since your opponent was so far pushed up, your opponent was about right here, and then your opponent was fighting them, and there was like a minion here. That's like the perfect time for you to TP, because if you TP right here, they look at all this room they have to use. Oh wow, I just made my thing small. I don't even know how I did that. They have all this room they have to cover to get to the tower, to get to safety, and that's perfect for you to TP. That gives you enough time to TP and gank them. And this will happen all the time. People are so greedy in solo queue, and they don't even pay attention. And even in chat, someone said like, they say they're like, really, you send 2 TPs? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I
You're gonna
saw
do
that.
that every single game, because if they want to push up that far, punish them for it. And that's something you have to watch out for, and that's why it's really important to bring TP to top lane. Because if you don't have TP and your opponent does that to your bot lane, you need to be able to counter TP, and you can if you don't have it. So, um, that all being said, let's see. And another reason why I'm telling you all this is because, like, learning how to play top lane is all about understanding these small little concepts. It's all about understanding how to trade efficiently when you have power spikes, what items are the best to take, how to TP gank, when to recall. All these, it's an accumulation of all these tiny little concepts, and it's important to start like getting familiarized with what I'm saying, because I know it's very confusing. It is taking all of this at once. It's very hard to concentrate and to like understand what I'm saying. But it's very important to start getting used to all this stuff so that you can understand it later when you're expected to know when both players are playing correctly. Because right now both players are not playing correctly. Your opponent made so many mistakes, but as you get in higher elos, people are going to start making less and less mistakes, and that's when it really depends on uh, how like how good you can play, like, or how perfectly you can play, rather. Because if both players are pretty dang good, it really depends on who plays who performs the best. Okay. And how did Airy feel? It felt like Airy wasn't that bad against Malphite.
Yeah, it was okay.
Compared to Electrocute, did you like it?
Um, I think like the poke is like okay with it. Like those little exchanges.
Yeah. You
Uh,
lose a lot of burst, don't you?
yeah,
Right.
but it's still fine.
Okay. Yeah. So look at that. He used his W.
I should have went in that one.
Yeah. Or just even don't you don't even have to go in, because as you can see right here, it's oh wait, now it's way too small. Hold on. As you can see right here, you can see by clicking on him, you can see this little thing counting down. As soon as this run out, you can go on him. Like right now. Right now would be the perfect time to go on him because he's on cooldown.
So, so I should click on him and leave that like
Or you can look
on.
at his hands. I think his hands indicate when he has it on, right? Yeah, see? Do you see how his hands light up?
Yeah.
And then yeah,
What
you can
does
go on
that
him.
ability do?
It makes his auto attacks stronger, and I think it scales on the amount of armor he has. It also does AoE, and it might give him some armor or something, but I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's on cooldown, so go in right away. He also doesn't have a shield up, so yeah, you should have gone on. That would have been the perfect time to punish him. And that's another thing. You need to also start paying attention to when, like, you need to get a general idea of when your opponent's cooldowns are going to be up. You should have like a basic idea. I know that like Wukong's E is like 8 seconds. Wukong's Q is like 8 or 10 seconds. Wukong's W is like 12 or 15. Like I
Yeah.
like it's you need to have that, because that's a window of time that you need to start trading with, and you need to know whether or not his W's on like a 5 second cooldown or 20. Because it's important to trade when your opponent doesn't have his stuff up. Because he's walking up so much to get CS. He doesn't care at all. And it's your job to punish him for that. Like why not walk up? He's gonna go for the CS, so get an auto off. You don't have to all in him. You can just like poke with your Q. He's going for these minions, so it's fine for you to just auto him. You don't lose anything from it, and he can't do anything about it. Like right here, just auto him. Auto E even. You just let him do that for free. You can't do that. You have to punish him for that. He wants to walk up and put himself at risk. You need to punish him for that, for getting CS. And right here, this is a problem. So this is another thing. This is another way the wave behaves. So as you can see, these three minions are going to start attacking you, and minions hurt a lot early on. Like minions will win or lose you trades. You can't ever auto him when you're in his wave, and right now these minions are going to auto you because you're actually, well, they're going to auto you anyway because you're the closest target. But even if these minions were autoing this, and then you attacked them, they would switch aggro to you, and that's really bad. As you can see here, you lose a huge portion of your health. Like, look at those minions damage. You see what I mean? Like now it's way too late because these minions are going to attack you. You just need to back off. That's a big mistake. And if he was playing a champion that punished that trade better, if he was playing, I don't know, Riven maybe, he definitely would have like gotten you to half HP, and that would have been really bad for you. He only got an auto off on you, and then he missed his W or his E. So yeah, look at that. This was all this was just one auto from Malphite plus the minion damage. Imagine if he did an entire Riven combo on you, you would be half HP. So yeah, that's really important to know. And that's a good punish. You know he's on cooldown, so yeah. He missed his E, so yeah, he missed it again. So go in. This is when you trade. He's on cooldown, so go on him. Do you know what I'm talking about when I'm saying on cooldown?
Yeah,
Okay.
the main ability.
Yeah.
But wouldn't I die to being in his minion wave?
You don't have to all in him necessarily.
Okay.
Just EQ. Yeah. Like that. Yeah, exactly. Like you see these minions are still autoing you, but you got a huge portion of his health, and that's fine. You know, you only take 3 minion hits, and that's fine. Similarly with what could have happened here. You don't have to necessarily all in him. You can just trade and then back off. And if you did it right away, yeah, you're kind of right, but then you're kind of wrong because if you did it right away without hesitating, he wouldn't have been that far into his wave. But yeah, I think I went back too far. Oh well. Yeah, it's right here again. Yeah, if you went in right away, it would have been beneficial, but whatever. And as you can see, once again, remember when I was talking about how junglers path? They typically like to go red, wolves, blue, sometimes Gromp, and then Scuttle. Similarly with this side, blue, Gromp. We can actually see what Hecarim did. Let's quickly, just to prove my point. So Hecarim, let's see. Yeah, so he went blue, as you can see, and then now he's on wolves. And then he skipped wraiths, and then he went on red. Wow, look at that. He came so close to dying. He's like one hit away from death. And I junglers. But yeah, by the time you finish it, it's about 3 minutes. And then by the time he walks over to gank, it's gonna be about 3 minutes. So you should probably expect that their jungler would be at around this area, the same time Hecarim is. So just keep that in mind. And because of this, remember what we talked about? How because of this imbalance, these minions are pushing this way. Um, and
Yeah.
now Malphite has to be right here while you get to be right here. You have this much room to run. He has all of this way to run. So right now this is beneficial for you because if Hecarim ganks him, that's a really good gank. But if the enemy jungler tries to gank you, you have an easy escape, especially when it's Skarner. You know. So that's why. So this is a very advantageous position for you right now, because you set up your jungler's gank really nicely. This is what I mean. This is in balance of minions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's an imbalance of red minions. That means the red minions will push this way, and they'll stop pushing as soon as they hit the tower or as soon as you clear them all. You know. Okay, yeah. So you see Skarner's there. So like I said, remember when we were talking about our 1v1, how you were pushed up this far and you weren't sure what to do? This is what I'm
Yes.
talking about. We see the Skarners right here, so you're fine to do whatever you want. If you didn't know where the Skarner was and you felt like if you got ganked you would die, then yeah, you definitely want to back off. But mhm. Okay, we can quickly fast. Oh, you okay? Yeah, I think you did. You mess up some last hitting here? You might have.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, you missed that. You could have queued it. You could have eat it, and then your E there was a little messy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something you learn. That's not something you should be concerned about. Just don't let it tilt you. Hold on, I want to watch that trade again. Oh, did I go too far back? Oh, whatever. Oh, I think I went too far forward. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I think that was definitely a mistake by you. Yeah, because you see where you are, because you're in front of these minions, because you're in front of your blue minions, all these red casters will aggro you, and that's not good for you at all. He'll definitely win this trade every single time. So I would not have gone for this auto here. This is no. This is a no-no. You lose a lot of health because of these minions. You should have just, not look for a trade here. Luckily you weren't punished too hard, but if his champ was better, you definitely would have. And then I don't know about that. You should have W'd. I think you W'd way too late. He already got his auto off, and then you W'd. Yeah, you see that? That W was kind of a waste. So you should have done it immediately, and then he wouldn't have gotten the auto off. Yeah, go on him again. He has no cooldowns. Yeah, you need to go on him right now. You just realized he just used his thingy, his E. So that's when you want to go on him. And you also would have gotten level 5 during the fight, so you definitely would have won that. And then now you're level 5. So yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I'm pointing these things out, but you need to be like realizing them for yourself. Right now you're level 5. You need to just be going on him right away without thinking about it. Unless you were scared that Skarner was in the area, but I think Skarner's mid right now. I'm not sure. Um, you definitely need to like realize that you're stronger than him. Without even and look at how stupid he is. He doesn't even realize it. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I love about low elo. He doesn't even realize that you're level 5. He doesn't even care. He's still walking up for minions. It's so important that you need to be punishing these guys' mistakes because this doesn't happen in high elo. In high elo, this guy would be playing way back here, you know? And then now he's just walking up without a care in the world. And that's when you need to be on him. For sure. And I think you also messed up here. Because, yeah, you didn't need to E right away. This was so inefficient by you. Okay, this is another concept that you need to understand. So, right now, if you were to fight Malphite in an all-in, okay, with these given circumstances, if you were to fight Malphite to the death, you would win 100% of the time because your base stats are stronger than him, you have all of your cooldowns up, and you have high mana. Okay? Simply because you're level 5, you're going to win this all in every single time because he's level 4, you're level 5. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that means you want to try to run him down as efficiently as possible. That means that you don't want him to get a gap so that you can't keep autoing him. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you used your only gap closer right away when you're in auto attack range. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You could have auto queued, auto one more time, then maybe even auto a second time, and then that's when you E. And then that's when you keep chasing, you know? Because you E right away when you don't need to. You kind of waste your gap closer. Because right now you're at an advantage, so you want to be able to auto attack him as much as possible. Because you're winning this trade all the time. Does that make sense? So you waste your gap closer, and look at this. Let's say you didn't E, and you just autoed him, and he was at this health, and then you had E up right now. You would be able to get him down to like about that HP. You know? It just because simply if you just played out your cooldowns a little better, you definitely would have been able to get a very close to killing him right now. And then I don't agree with you backing off. I still think you should be keep. He's not level 5 yet, so might as well just keep going on him. And look at that, he's still walking up. Look at this guy. He just lost a trade with you, and he's still walking up. You see what I mean? Like, are
Yeah.
you kidding me? This is so free. Oh, here you do it. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, you did it this time. Oh, oops. I can't tell. This is so hard to. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. I know what I'm doing wrong. Okay. Yeah, you do this. You do it the second time you do it correctly. This is what I'm talking about. Instead of Eing right away, you go for the auto, and then you E. Yeah, exactly. And then you Q. Right. Mm-hmm. Beautiful. And then now, remember what I was talking about? Let's say you did that the first time. He would have been a lot lower, and then that time you might have even killed him. Every single point of damage matters. Do you think you could have killed him there?
Um, I'm not sure.
Go for it. I think you would go auto, auto Q, E auto. I think that would probably kill him, right? He has
Yeah.
250 health. I think auto Q, E auto would have killed him. It's important that you take calculated risks like this. You need to know
But
your.
I think my mana was really low. Because I think my
Oh,
E
you're
and
right.
Q
Perfect.
take a lot of mana already.
Right. Say no more. Say no more. Right. Oh, and he got his shield back right away. But yeah. Anytime you're not sure though, definitely go for it because that's how you learn by making mistakes. So the reason I right here I told you not to hard shove because if you just hard shove, that lets him get this CS for free. It's better for him. It's better for you to just not do anything here, and wait for him to recall fully, and then that's when you hard shove. Because if you just keep the minions here, then that denies him minions. Because if he walks up, you can go for trades on him. Yeah, and then you just recall. And this is dumb. This is dumb by him. This is what I'm talking about with the imbalance of minions. So check
He's
this one out.
pushing it to me.
Yeah, he's pushing to you for no reason. It's for seemingly no reason. Because it took you such a long time. Yeah, this is a problem. So it took you such a long time to shove this wave. You need to just if you shove this faster and got if okay, yeah. This is another huge problem. If you got these minions under his tower fast enough, that means that okay, this is what would have happened. Okay? So let's say in an alternative world, you got your four so there was four blue minions still on your side. And if you got these minions under the tower, these minions would have been like this, okay? Then his minions would have been right here, not taking damage, which is important. And then these minions would have died off, okay? And that means that because these minions are stalled, while these minions are here, your blue ones are going to be here. And then this imbalance happens again because these minions will both advance and then fight here, okay? And then remember what we talked about with the reinforcement minions? These pink ones will come faster because these guys are fighting right here, okay? These pink ones will come and reinforce the pink ones faster. They'll get to this fight faster. And there will be this imbalance again. And then these blue ones will be fighting. And then the reinforcement minions of the blue wave are going to be around here. Okay? And then these ones are going to kill off these guys, and then they're going to fight these ones, and then there's going to be this imbalance of a huge bunch of minions versus these ones. And guess what? You're at base, and you just recall to this tower, and boom, you have the lane frozen all of a sudden. You see that? You have a huge group of these minions right outside your tower with these blue ones right here, and you would have just TP'd to this tower, and perfect. Now you're in this optimal position that you want to go for every single game. You see that?
Yeah.
And all this happens. This doesn't happen by this the only way this happens is by one action. You know, just because if you just push it in that much faster, this would have happened. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But then now we see the reverse effect. Because you didn't push these fast enough under the tower, now there's going to be this imbalance on the blue side, and if this guy was smart, he would have not killed all these minions, and he would have kept them alive, and then just have you frozen, and then you would be so like let's say he didn't push these in, you would be TPing back right here, and then you would be sitting very uncomfortably right here, while he would be under his tower right here, and then if his jungler came, look at all this space you would have to run to your tower. Do you see how like impactful that is?
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, you're in a very bad position if he just played this out right. But because he's an idiot and just auto pushed it, he just saved your butt. And then I tell you to go Dorn's Blade because I think it's nice to have against tanks. You're not necessarily winning. Having the extra health it gives is really nice. And the lifesteal even. But you see what I mean? This is exactly what happened. Remember what I was like, talking about? How there's this imbalance? There's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do you see this imbalance? This
Yeah.
is exactly what I was talking about, and this is exactly what happened. And then you TP to here, and then now you have this frozen. This is beautiful right here. This is exactly what you want every game, and you don't want to push this. You just want to leave this here because these reinforcement minions will come, and then these reinforcement minions will come, and then the same thing will happen, and will keep happening, as long as you don't shove the wave in. Okay, and then once again, Malphite would be farming here uncomfortably. Okay, I can't say that word. And then if your Hecarim ganked, you would have been good to go, and Malphite would have all this room to run. Okay.
Yeah.
Like once again, I hope this is making sense. Please tell me to re-explain it if it's not, because this is something
Yeah,
very
it's
important.
making sense.
And then this is a little awkward because this is what let's say someone does this to you. Let's say you're in Malphite's position. I would have done exactly what he did. If you're ever in this position where like someone's freezing the minion wave against you, you can either try to like just sit in the bush and try to gain as much EXP as possible. That's one option. Another option is you want to try to hard shove as fast as you can. Because let's say you're on the red side, let's say you're Malphite right now, okay? If you can get these minions under tower, this is called the bounce back effect. If these minions are under tower and they all die, once again, these reinforcement minions that are coming, as you can see, these blue ones, are going to be right here, while these red
And the
ones,
wave will be building up.
yeah, they'll be building up exactly, and then the blue reinforcement minions will cause the unbalance, and then it will push this way, and then Malphite will have the freeze. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And once again, this would happen if Malphite was able to clear these minions as fast as possible. Now, this is where it gets interesting, because if he tries to do that, that's when you try to kill him, right? So this only works if you're strong enough to fight him, and it works the best if you're strong enough to kill him. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But let's say you're not strong enough to fight him, but you can't clear the minions. Let's say once again, if you're in Malphite's shoes and you want to be able to shove this under tower so that they bounce back. Let's say you're in Malphite's shoes. There's actually another thing that you can do. So let's say you're not strong enough to fight Wukong, and if you walk up to Wukong, he's going to kill you. What you can actually do is ask your jungler to come top and to, with you, clear these minions. Sometimes this is something you have to do. Sometimes you need your jungler to help you fix the wave. Because if you don't, Wukong can permafreeze this, and then you don't get to CS the entire game. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And this probably will not happen until you're higher elo. People will not know how to freeze your wave, so you don't have to worry about this. Not yet, at least. But that's something that sometimes you will have to do. And just ask your jungler to please come. Sometimes he will, sometimes he won't. Because a lot of the times they're too dumb to understand what you're talking about. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. And then this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, so sorry, I kind of got sidetracked. This is another thing you can do. If you're ever in Malphite's position and you're getting freezed against like this, you can actually just roam, and just surrender your lane. Wukong's a nice level 6 champion. He has a very good gank level 6. So you can just say, you know what? I'm conceding my entire lane to you. You just leave the lane, go bot lane, gank it like 4 times, maybe go mid lane, gank it like 4 times, and try to get your own allies ahead. If you're so far behind, if you were like 0-4 right now and you were just getting your ass kicked, it's okay to just say I'm giving it up to you and just and helping out bot lane as much as you can, because sometimes there's just nothing you can do, especially if you're against a champion that can just dive you like Renekton. Sometimes you just have
Yeah.
to give it up. Um, or you don't necessarily have to give it up, but like you can just go roam mid, and then try to make a play or something. But yeah, and that's what Malphite does, and that was good. He got a kill. That was really good by Malphite. That was smart of him to just give this up. Because let's say Malphite was here, that would not be a good position for him. And this is what I was talking about, the permafreeze, when I said this is perfect, because this was a perfect situation. As you can see, once again, there's this imbalance of minions, so these red ones will keep pushing. Yeah, like right there, you were fighting him
That was a
in the
bad
minions.
trade.
Yeah, so it's okay. It's good that you're recognizing that yourself. Now okay, now this is where you want to fight him. Okay. Oh, I made it slow-mo again. I think I... What? What makes it slow-mo? That's so annoying.
I'm not sure.
I keep misclicking something. Okay. Yeah, okay, perfect. Yes, that was a bad trade by you. And then, okay, yeah, that happened. Okay. And then... Right here. Right here.
I should have fought him.
Yeah, easily. Um,
Like tried to all in or
I would say yeah, because look at all these minions you have. He doesn't have his wave. Like I said, the waves are mirrored, so his wave is back here somewhere. Um, actually, it should be closer. But yeah, you can fight him here, because if he tries to trade back with you, boom, 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 boom. All these minions will be on him, and that does so much damage. It does more damage than you think. Minions hurt a lot, level 1 through, I'd say, 8 or 9. That's when it matters the most. He can't fight you right now. And, okay, I don't know the limits of Wukong. Right now, if I was Riven, I would definitely try to kill him here, because you know that he just roamed mid. Too bad you weren't watching, because you couldn't tell if he used his ult. You should have typed to your team. Do you guys know if Malphite ulted? Because if you knew the answer to that, you could probably actually just all in him here and then ult yourself. But like I said, I don't know the damage of Wukong, so if he was lower for sure, but at this HP, I don't know if you could kill him necessarily. But definitely you'd want to try to fight him here for sure. Um, but that's where it's like really important to play your champion a lot, so that you know exactly how much damage you do. Because if you can kill him here, that's perfect. But if you can't, then you need to know that. So definitely try to fight him here. I don't know about all inning him, but yeah. And you waited way too long, and yeah. And once again, you try to fight him. You see those minions going for you. Yeah.
yeah.
You know. Yeah, this is another important thing. So,
This one was the word.
yeah, I mean, you took way too long. I don't know why you went this way. You could have easily just gone this way and then ward however you did. But I'd also say that because okay, yeah, here's something. If you're gonna ward right here like you did, um, there's no point in warding the Tribush, because the only way he gets I guess okay, technically Skarner can walk around. But it's no. Yeah, no. All you'd have to do is ward right here. You wouldn't have to ward Tribush, because it's Skarner. He can't. If he really wanted to gank you, he'd have to walk all the way around to avoid a ward that's placed here. You know, like he'd
Yeah.
have to come through the river, walk all the way around. There could be a ward siding him here or here, and there could be a pink here. he'd have to walk all the way around like this to gank you, which most junglers won't do that, and most of the time you'll have a ward here, or here, or here that will pick him up. So you know, because it's Skarner, he doesn't have like, okay, if it was something like Riven, if it was Riven jungle, she can wall hop this, so she can walk this way, wall hop this, and then gank you like that, and that's pretty efficient. Um, so then yeah, you can ward Tribush, but because it's Skarner, you don't need to ward right here because he have to go all the way around here, and there's a good chance he won't do that, and there's a good chance that he'll be spotted. So warding right here in the river is fine. So I really disagree with your ward in Tribush. Given this scenario.
Yeah.
And also, you took way too long and you lost many minions, and I already went over that with you. But like, look at that, you missed a lot. And then maybe you fight him here. Like I said, he was up in your minion wave, so I think it would have been fine to fight him. And that was a good ward. The river ward spotted him out, so.
I think he did walk all the way around this one.
Seriously? Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, but look, Hecarim spotted him out, though. Oh yeah, this is also important. So right here, you need to be paying attention to Hecarim.
I thought he was coming. That's why I kind of went closer.
But you see, he just turned around. And you need to see that right away. You need to be paying attention to the map. And also, I don't necessarily know if you guys win this 2v2. You know?
This is the one where he ulted my clone.
No, I'm pretty sure that's later. No, what I'm saying is, I'm pretty sure, like, even if Hecarim came, I don't necessarily know that you guys would have won that. But I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Didn't he do that twice? I'm pretty sure he did
Oh
that
yeah,
twice.
yeah. There was one in that top bush as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. But if he ulted you, you would have died, and then you would have lost all the CS, and then you would have been really sad. Do you see how important that is? If you
Yeah.
died right there, you would have lost all the CS. Oh yeah, and then the reason why I tell you to ult here is because this is a very bad position for you. Okay? Malphite, okay, especially if Malphite was a better champion, if he was playing anything other than Malphite, he would definitely be able to use this advantage on against you. Okay? Because he has this huge minion wave that you need to farm. Okay? So what Malphite could, okay, this is another thing that's very important. So he knows that you don't have your TP up, okay? So if he was playing a champion that had a lot of harass, he could just easily push this under your tower and then harass you, and then the wave would come and then he just shove that, and then he could just perma shove you under tower, and there's very little you could have done about it, and you would be losing a lot of CS. And this will happen if the Malphite is smarter and if he's playing a better champion. But because he's playing a tank and because he's stupid, you weren't punished for this. But he could punish you in the future. Okay? You need to oh yeah, this is another thing that could have happened. Even if he is playing Malphite, in this scenario, we can see that your minions are very close and they're like, remember that bounce back thing I was talking about?
Yeah.
This is about to happen because these minions are going to be under tower, and then this bounce back thing will happen. And then that will lose you a lot of minions. Because if you're not there to farm these minions, because once again, if there's an imbalance of minions, these blue ones will be dominating the red ones, and you don't want these red ones to be dying, because if they are, you're not getting the XP because you're not going to be staying. You're going to clear these in recall. So you need to kill these as fast as possible so that the lane resets, and so that the bounce back effect does not happen. Because if that happens, you just lose so many minions, and it sets up a perfect freeze for Malphite. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's why I told you to ult this. If you should have, if only if you ulted this sooner, that would have been better. But I guess now it's too late to ult. But But you see here, now this is about to push his way because these minions are going to be meeting right here. Then the red one reinforcements are going to come sooner than the blue ones, and then it's going to be pushing. So, or excuse me, not the red ones. The blue reinforcement minions are going to be coming faster. So yeah. Okay, we don't need to watch you walking. See? See what I mean? Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, verse 8 versus 1, 2, 3, 4. This inbounds. See that inbounds? It's going to be pushing this
Yeah,
way. I'm just pointing this out every single time so that you can start getting a feel for it and start seeing it yourself because
getting
this is
into it.
so
Yeah.
important. This is so important.
So is that what top lane is basically? Like wave manipulation or something?
It's exactly what it is. Yeah, because you're so isolated from your team. It's basically a 1v2. Like
Okay.
that's the way I think about top lane. It's a 1v2. You're always worried about their jungler, and you want to be in the most optimal position. Because if you're not in the most optimal position, that gives their enemy jungler availability to camp you as much as they want. Because if you're always in the optimal position of being right here with the wave meeting here, and then you're sitting under tower, their jungler cannot gank you at all, and that is perfect for you. That is what you want. So because you want to achieve this optimal position, everything you do basically revolves around that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you want to play the lane out so that this position happens. Okay? And you're right. A lot of it is wave manipulation. But this is another thing that's interesting about that is at lower elo everyone's a freaking retard. So as you can see, Malphite's just perma pushing. He just set up a
Yeah.
perfect freeze for you because now you have 1, 2, 3 versus 1. It's going to start pushing to you. It sets up a freeze for you. So you don't even have to start worrying about that stuff because these guys are so bad. They're not going to be playing well. Their mechanics are going to be bad. You can probably just solo kill them over and over again and just win like that. Like that's basically what I did on Riven as a one trick. I just got so good at her mechanics that I could just basically bully anyone in lane, and they don't know how to play because they're bronze or silver or gold or whatever. And but that only takes you so far. Once you start hitting diamond elo, people start to learn how to how to lane better. And what I'm explaining to you now is when this stuff becomes extremely important because none of this would really matter if you were 10-0 right now. Like
Yeah.
I don't care what the opponent does. If you're 10-0 versus a 0-10, like you just win that. So like look at that. This is a perfect time for you to freeze. You're in the optimal position. You have these minions coming here. It's going to be pushing this way. Malphite's right here. If your jungler was here, he had an easy gank, and you're very safe. So I don't know about that trade. You were trading with him when you were in his minions, so as you can see, that really hurt you a lot. But I think Malphite ganks mid again,
Yeah.
and then you just hard shove because that's what you do when your opponent roams most of the time. I guess I should have told you to hard shove sooner because if he's gone for that long, you know that he's probably up to something. So it's important that you get this under his towers. Because if he's roaming right now, and if you get that, oh oops, I think I was looking at a build. If he's roaming right now, and if you were to get all these minions under tower, you would have denied him a lot of CS. So you're catching glimpses of him because of that ward though. So I don't know. Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about. So
What
Hecarim,
happened ran
yeah,
past the word, yeah.
complete idiot. Oh, another thing is, if you didn't know this, so let's say you have your pink ward here. This ward doesn't see anything. All this ward does is see that there's a pink ward here. Your entire
So he
team,
won't see Hecarim
no,
passing
he
by?
will not until you auto the ward though. If you auto the ward, then he will see it. But if you don't auto this ward at all, he won't be able to see Hecarim. So like I guess this wouldn't see this X this, but it also takes a second. So he still does see Hecarim, because look. So you see, it's still looking. It still can see you guys. It still can see you guys. Still can see you guys, and then this X appears. So yeah, that was Hecarim's fault.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but let's say you put this ward sooner down. If you put this ward like 15 seconds ago, um, this red X would have been there, and then Hecarim would have been free to do anything. But yeah, this is what I mean. People are in lower are just complete idiots. Don't know how to play the game. Oh yeah, and then when I was talking about, you always need to be paying attention to bottom. You always need to be looking for this. This is another way you can just immediately win a game. You can
Should
just
I not worry about mid lane then? Just usually bottom lane?
not necessarily. Um, Roaming mid lane is hard because there's a lot of factors that go into it.
But like TP plays would be bottom lane
Yeah,
usually?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Very,
Okay.
very rarely mid lane, because let's take a look at the map again. Let's answer your question by going over it. Okay, so
Oh, because it's short.
what do you mean
Like mid
in mid
lane
lane?
is short?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but not only that,
Okay.
like look at the structure of the mid lane compared to bot lane. Right now, we can see that if the let's say this, I'll do the correct color. So let's say blue side, let this be like Lucian and Leona. Okay, let's say they're right here. Let's say this is your team. Wrong color. Okay, and then there's like a ward right here. Okay, I'll just do pink. Um, you see this kind of like bottleneck effect. You see how they don't the only place they have to run is this way. They could try going along this way, but they might not make it because you would be there in time. But you see what I mean? They only have
Yeah.
one direction to run. Whereas, as we can see in mid lane, let's say the blue side is pushed up like this far versus your lane opponent. If you were to TP right here, they have this way to run to, and they have this way to run to, and they could probably just run towards their jungler. And they could
Okay.
probably easily escape you. So that's why it. But you do need to be paying attention to mid lane, because let's say your team's getting ganked, like they're right here, and then there's the enemy jungler and then the mid laner. If you can TP to this, oftentimes these guys won't be paying attention, and also it could save your mid laner, because if they know that you're TPing, and if they're scared of you, they're gonna back off and not kill your TP or your mid laner. So it's one of those things where it's very variant dependent. But I'd say that it's a lot easier to TP bot lane than it is mid lane. Mid lane TPs are very, very rare. But yeah. Oh wait, oops. Okay. Yeah, and then if you just pay attention to this all the time, there will be these perfect scenarios where they don't have any cooldowns and they're low health, and they don't have any form of escape, and then you can just get a free double kill like you do. And that instantly wins you lane. Instantly wins you lane. You know, just because you were paying attention. It also Look at that.
Yeah.
Their team is so tilted. I bet bot lane hates getting freaking four-manned. That would suck. And then I tell you to to recall right away so that you can get this wave. For some reason, Malphite is not shoving this, which is what he should be doing. As soon as you started to TP, he needs to be shoving this so that you lose all those minions and get them under your tower. You see that? Because if he was doing this sooner, all these minions would be under tower, and then you'd be losing them. And that's what you would compensate for TPing. But because of what he did, he just gave you the way, so you don't even lose anything here. You get that beautiful play bot lane, and then you get to get all these minions. So, and that's another thing. This is why League of Legends is such an interesting game, is because every action you do depends on so many variables. Like
Yeah.
there's not a for sure way. Because another thing is, let's say there was like a huge horde of minions, but then there was also there's also like a really nice TP gank bot that you see. Like, you don't want to just TP bot because you lose all of these minions and you become a level behind or two levels behind Malphite, because losing like three waves of minions is really important. So that's why like you have to like really consider what you're doing because like everything that you do, you lose something for it, opportunity cost. So in this case, the wave was pushed to him, so you weren't losing anything. That's the most optimal time to TP or to roam is when you push to them, and that's like that's like where you don't lose as many minions if that happens. So
I have a question actually.
yeah, yeah, go for
So
it.
you made me build Black Cleaver first, right?
Yeah.
What if I built like Duskblade or Ghost or Yumo's Ghost thing?
Okay, so you know the way. Do you know how lethality works?
Not really.
Okay, this is important. So I will draw a. Let's open up a blank document. I think this one's blank. Yeah. So lethality gives a number. Okay. It's like 15 lethality. Okay. What this means is that this number is always going to be 15 the entire game. Okay? It doesn't
Okay.
scale up, it doesn't scale down. It's always going to be 15 flat. Okay? However, something that has a percentage will scale up. Okay?
Yeah.
So, in the early game, there's not much armor in the game, right? You can only get so much armor in the early game. So having 15 flat lethality is good because 15 is a big number if all they have is 30 armor. And likewise, 15% is not a big number into 30 because what's 15% of 30? Let's get a calculator out. So we do 30 times 0.5. That's how you do percent, right?
Yeah.
4.5. So
Right.
15% of 30 is 4.5, and that's terrible. You'd rather get the 15 armor. Here, I'll go back to the blank. You'd rather get the 15 armor, or 15 armor shred, rather than 15% because 15% is, like we said, 4, or however much it was. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But let's say the armor is 300. Okay? 15 into 300 is not good because 300 is a big number.
Yeah.
However,
That's 50%.
15% is now 45. Okay, you get the point. Okay?
Yeah.
So, what do tanks build?
Armor.
Armor. So Malphite by the end of the game is going to have something stupid like 500 armor or something retarded, okay? Like a stupid amount of
Okay.
armor. So if you go lethality, early game it might be better because you're getting that 15, but when you're looking at this 500 armor, having that black cleaver for the percentage is so important, especially because you're against three different tanks. Does that make sense? You were against Leona,
Yeah.
Skarner, and Malphite, all of whom like to build armor. So if you were against a squishy team like Nami, Jin, Diana, Riven, Kane, they're not building that much armor, so having the lethality is nice because, like I said, 15 lethality goes nice into 50 armor, and 15% does not go nice into 50. But if they're all tanks, you want the Black Cleaver. So that's why I told you to go Black Cleaver because Malphite builds tank, and Leona builds tank, and Skarner builds tank. It also another thing is it also gives you health, which is good against tanks. You don't need burst against tanks. You need DPS because they survive a long time. Yeah, that was a great run by Katarina. Good job. That's that was so stupid by her. Look at that! Oh my gosh! You're kidding me! Look at this. Are you kidding me? So she decides to. Okay, first of all, there is no world where that roam would have ever gotten him a kill. Okay? Second of all, look at this. She's
She's
losing
pushing.
so many minions and the tower. So she just wasted a whole bunch of her time doing nothing. And look at her HP. She's full HP, and then now she's like one hit away from death. She's like half HP. Like, what? This is why low elo is so fun, because you get idiots like that all the time. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. This is what you put in the montage right here. Oh, but I think I would have played this out a little differently though. So yeah, you fake. Oh, beautiful. You fake it. You fake it. Beautiful. I would have actually gone E onto the Malphite. I would have E'd the Malphite, and then that's when you W. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think that would have worked beautifully too. You know. But instead, I don't even know what you do. You do you even use your E? Yeah. I feel like you would
Yeah,
have.
just more
But
fast.
that got. Yeah, that was pretty funny though. I love seeing that. He did that, and that's so funny because that tilts him so much. Because that happened to him twice. He ulted your clone twice, so that's really tilting as a Skarner player. Okay. Oh yeah, this is also important. I was not. Yeah, I was think I was tabbed out, so that's why. But yeah, Infernal Drake is the only Drake typically that you really want to fight for. Um, so yeah, definitely should have been going towards Infernal Drake, especially because you're pretty strong right now. You have your Black Cleaver. You're at a power spike right now. You're really really strong. So I would have gone to Infernal Drake to try to fight it. Um, luckily, your team was strong enough, and even Malphite's there. Yeah. Luckily, your team was strong enough, but let's say you guys were at an even game. They would not have won this 4v5. So yeah, it would have been very important for you to be here because that's a very important objective. And also, you don't have your TP, so you can't TP down. That's something else that's just keep this in mind. This didn't happen this game, but let's say you're in a very close match. Um, Eventually in the late game, there's going to be a time where both teams are pretty even, and Baron spawns, and both of you want to fight for Baron. A strategy that you can do is go if you are stronger than your opponent. If you are at the point where you can 1v2 or at least 1v1 your laner, you can actually go bot lane and push as far as you want. And if their enemy team tries to stop your push, that opens
They
up your
can
team to
burn.
Baron. Yeah. And if they try to send one person to stop you, you can fight your lane opponent. But it's important to have TP. And even if you can't fight your lane opponent, and even if it's even, you still can
Just
go
wasting
TP.
them,
Yeah,
wasting
yeah,
their
just
time.
wasting their time. Especially if they're stronger than you. If they're stronger than you, if they're more of an asset to their team in a team fight, like let's say it was Malphite and he was fed, Malphite's ult is pretty strong, and he's a pretty strong tank. You'd rather have him focus on you, and let your team 4v4 if you think that's smarter. And then if you have TP and he doesn't, you can just push bot, and then as soon as this Baron fight breaks out, you TP to the Baron fight, make it a 5v4, and the Malphite's stuck doing nothing. Um, that's just a strategy to keep in mind, um, because that's very important. Now you take the Herald, it's fine. Yeah, at this point, you guys were winning so hard. I want to. Oh yeah, this is another thing that we can talk about. So small stuff like this matter. So let's see. Right now, get on. You shouldn't have E'd. You E'ing this minion wave was wasted. Oh wait, oops. Oh, okay. I need. You see the bar's bigger when you zoom out, so I need to not forget that. So like right here. Yeah, you kind of waste your E. Save your E. Save your E. Then go on these minions with your E. Go on these minions with your E, and then start attacking the tower because your E gives you bonus attack speed. And that would just give you faster DPS because right now you knew that their team was coming to kill you, so you need to take this tower as fast as possible. So definitely don't use your E on these minions and just go for the tower right away. And then I guess you could last hit the minions if they're low, but yeah, you wasted so much time doing nothing when you could have been attacking the tower, and that's what killed you. I think if you were more decisive, you wouldn't have died. And then yeah, right now you start running back. You should have either just ran back all the way or go for the tower all the way. Not both, but yeah. That's unlucky too. He almost ulted your clone again. Wait, that's actually weird.
Nah, he got me that one.
Yeah, no, but
I think.
but your
Yeah.
clone didn't your clone go off? Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
So as soon as you hit the clone, he ulted you. Oh, that's weird, huh? It's a weird interaction. I would think it would grab the clone, but oh well.
and I should have
You
went
should
on
have
the ground.
went yeah on the grump. Yeah. Yeah. See, if you got that one extra auto in, that you would not have just died for nothing. But at least this game doesn't matter. Oh, okay. And here's another thing. Here's another concept that I need to be going over with you. Okay. So you might have heard this word used before if you've ever played there. This word applies for many other games, especially Hearthstone. If you've ever played Hearthstone,
Yeah,
or if you've ever watched a pro match, people will be talking about something called tempo. And are you familiar with this concept? Like, do you know what that means? Not the
yeah,
music kind of tempo.
yeah,
So like right here, you guys have tempo because look at how far you guys are out on the map. You guys are playing up so far. You have your teammates right here, right? So because you have this tempo, that means that you guys are making these problems that the enemy team has to answer to. Okay? So with
yeah,
that being said, because you guys are winning, they have to divide up their resources, and they're not at a point where they can stop you. So you need to be split pushing as much as you possibly can, because they have to send two or more people to stop you, or not even you, but your team. They can't match everyone equally. Like they can't send if let's say is there three people pushing mid? They can't send three people mid. They have to send four. Okay, and let's say they send four mid. That makes it awkward for them because they see a ADC split pushing and they say you split pushing, okay? And they only have one more champion to send. So if they send bot lane, you just take top lane, and vice versa. If they send top lane, you just take bot lane. Does that make sense?
yeah.
So with that being said, you need to be pushing as fast as you can, and because you have TP, if a fight breaks out, you're fine. And this happens at the late game. So yeah, you push this all along, and then oh yeah, that was good TP. The enemy team's taking bad fights. And by the way, I'm going over this with you because if their team played this out a little smarter, they would have turtled and they would not have tried to fight you guys. And then this what I'm talking about right now would have been applied more so, and you wouldn't have just stomped them so easily. Like right here, um, this is what I'm talking about with tempo and stuff. They have very limited resources and they have a lot of answers they have to call to. So if you just go where they're not and just cause a problem by pushing the lanes that they're not in, that's just one way you can just easily win the game without taking any risks. Because like yeah, they come mid and then because they send two mid, guess what? Hecarim just got the tower because they sent two mid. If Diana was smart, she'd be bot lane right now, continuously pushing. Hecarim would continuously pushing top lane, and then you just wait it out. You just sit right here. As soon as Katarina and Malphite went the other ways, that's when you push because you have tempo and you have this advantage that you're building. Um, and once again, they're just being stupid for fighting. And that's why I told you to go top lane because once again, they're all focused on mid lane. Um, because you guys have so much tempo, and then you just kill this. Easy money. They go bot lane. I'm pretty sure at this point, like basically the entire team's dead. So, and that was in the. Let's watch this one
Yeah,
v
I
one.
got.
Let's see if you could have done anything better here. You oh yeah, you ran out of mana. That was unfortunate. That E there is what killed you. Yeah, if you didn't E in like that, you would have had enough mana to kill her. That's unfortunate. I guess my only advice would have been to run towards Vel'Koz, but yeah, I mean, so only so much you could have done about that. And you guys won because they surrendered. So let's see what time it is. Oh yeah, so I went a little past. My bad about that. If you had to be somewhere in
No,
two
it's okay.
hours, but yeah, I mean, so because you paid for the 5 weeks, or yeah, 5 weeks. So every Monday or whenever you want, we're not gonna have the lesson be this long. We're not gonna 1v1 unless you want to.
Yeah,
We're probably like you can play a game on your own and then we can um go
review
over
it.
that game, yeah, and review it. And then it will only take an hour. I'm sorry this dragged out so long, but
No, no,
um
it's okay.
yeah. So if you have any questions right now, I can answer them, or whatever.
No, I think I'm okay. I might just like try to put what I learned right now
Right.
into games. Yeah.
Okay. I do you mind if I upload this to YouTube?
Yeah, it's okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Another thing is there anything I could have done better? Like, do you have any feedback for me?
No, actually, it was actually a really good experience for me.
Really, you think so? Do
Yeah,
you have any
I really
constructive
do think so.
criticism,
Um,
or am I just that perfect?
I think you're actually really good at teaching. You know,
Thank
like
you.
I mean, I learned about a lot of stuff today, so it's good for me. I
Right.
mean, I really don't have anything bad to say, you know.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. So. Oh yeah. So just is Monday going to be the day you want to like
Yeah,
do this every
Monday's
week?
okay for me. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah. And if you ever want to change it, that's fine. But
Okay.
yeah. All right. Have a good one, man.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'll see you Monday.
See you Monday, dude.
Later.